The one shift that you can do to go from unstuck to unstoppable. Hi, I'm Lee Smith, the creator of Upcycle Coaching and the founder of the G3 Mastermind, where we can rewire the narrative and shift your inner self talk so that you can rise into your genius, your gifts, and your greatness. The one shift when you're feeling stuck as you're going through your day, you're making forward progress, but then you kind of hit this wall. And maybe that wall is an unconscious limiting belief, or it's an inner voice that's saying, I don't know how to do this, or I'm not good enough, or I don't know what to do next. Anything along those lines. And so now you have this stopping moment, and maybe there's still that drive that wants to push you through it, but it's just not quite happening. So, how can you create a shift so that you break through that moment and continue on towards that goal that you desire? I call this the shifting from reactor to creator. And the reactor is someone who does feel stuck, and maybe they're thinking that life is happening to them. Why this disruption right now? Why the interruption? Why do they fall so easily into distraction instead of continuing to do? And they tend to see themselves stuck in the middle of all the things. And something pops up and they react to it. Something else pops up and they react to it. It could be a text, it could be an email, it could be a notification, it could be somebody coming in, and maybe it's a little one tugging at you, or it's the fur baby crawling across the keyboard or your lap, or it could be the inner voice just saying, I don't know how to get past this right now, or it's the to-do list. Whatever it is, you just feel like you're right in the middle of all the things. And what do you do next? So the reactor needs to take a pause, take a deep breath, and then see yourself having a moment away from all of those things, being present in the here and now, and see yourself as brilliant, as amazing. See your future successful self who has already accomplished the goal that you are working towards. And ask that future successful self, what happened right now that I was able to figure it out? Is there a who that I need to contact and ask for help? Is there a book or a resource or something else that I need to turn to so that it becomes clear as to what the next step will be for me? Or what is it within myself where I can be resilient, I can be resourceful, and I can come up with a creative, outside of the box next step to move forward? And when you see yourself first and you see those things first, then everything else tends to fall into place. And you become the creator of that best response, that best decision, that best next move, next step that's going to get you closer to your goal. And then you're able to move forward in action. So, like the reactor and creator, the words are anagrams, meaning they have the exact same letters, they're just in a different order. And that gives a different perspective. So the difference between the two really is, how do you see yourself? What is the best version of you right here, right now, so that you can respond appropriately to whatever it is? If it's a thought, it's a feeling, if it's that being stuck in, where do I go next? And then you go step forward into that action. And so the one shift is, when that moment arises, to just very quickly Take a deep breath, take a pause, ask yourself, am I being a reactor or am I being a creator right now? And what do I want to choose? If I want to choose to be a creator, how do I need to see the best version of myself? And what is the next step that best version of myself will take? And then go and do that thing. I hope you found this helpful. If you'd like more tips and insights like this, drop a comment and I invite you into my online community, g3mastermind.com. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you soon.